We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of 2 Cents Plus, and today we are going to talk about Green Hell. Now I've been playing this game live for a couple days now, and I've also been playing by myself a little behind the scenes, just testing out this game. It's a survival game, quite literally so, probably one of the most in-depth and involved survival games that I've played in a long time. And it's still in early access, so it's pretty bare bones, but it is shaping up to be one of the best survival games I've ever played. Now, so far, the game only has a tiny bit of the story and survival mode and a couple challenges that you can do to kind of spice things up a little bit and give you a time limit to create a certain subset of tasks. But the game, like I said, is pretty minimal as far as overall content goes. There's not a lot going on here, especially when it comes to crafting recipes and just, animals and plants and stuff that you can interact with within the game. It's a bit limited. With all that said, though, what is here is a really, really awesome survival experience that has you looking at this situation in a different light than you've probably looked at any other survival game. And I use the word game lightly because, to be honest, while playing this, one of my biggest issues and the reason that I ended up dying most of the time is because I was thinking about this as a game, which you shouldn't play it like that. Like, you should actually think of it as an actual survival experience. You are literally out here and you have to actually prioritize and think about all the things that you need to think about in order to live. You have to monitor your carbs, your protein intake, your what's the other thing? I can't remember what the other metric is right now, but your hydration, and you have to make sure that you're keeping yourself healthy. You can't dress every wound the same. There's not a universal healing item that just heals you because you're hurt. There are leeches that show up on your body every now and then. If you sleep in a weird spot, sometimes you'll get worms that'll get embedded inside of your body. To get that, there's fish traps that you can put worms into to catch fish, and little other traps that you can set up. The game is very, very involved. And you have to be constantly thinking about everything, conserving energy. You don't want to run around too much. You want to definitely watch your step because there could be snakes around. It is pretty intense. You also have to watch out for the natives and the one predator that they do have in the game, which is a jaguar. There's also scorpions and spiders, but you rarely see those. And like I said, there are medicinal herbs all over the place, items in which you can use to heal yourself depending on what type of injury you have. It gets intense. Like, if you don't have a bandage to cover up a wound, it festers, and you can use maggots that you find to actually clean those wounds before you wrap it. This game goes really deep into the concept of survival, and you have to really take yourself out of the whole video game mindset, because thinking of playing this game like any other survival game and getting used to those conveniences and things like that it's what's going to get you killed. And I have died numerous times in this game, just not really taking into the account some of the things that I needed to do or I needed to accept while playing this game. Like, some things aren't the same. If you walk away from your base, you can't just look at a map and figure out how to get back to your base. You need to remember where it is. You need to find the coordinates on your little smartwatch, and you need to remember where that is and how to get there. You also need to take note of all the things that are growing around you and how you can utilize them before you decide to settle down. And you need to find a location, a good place where that stuff is. I mean, it'll never really be abundant, but easily accessible. It's interesting. There was a lot of work and love put into this game, and the people who made it, you can tell that they really love the survival genre. And I am proud. I'm really proud to say that this game could really be the next level in survival games. it doesn't have any multiplayer or co-op, and it doesn't seem like the framework here is built for it. Like it doesn't seem like that would be something that they would go for, especially if the story has anything to do with that. But I can't say that I would be upset if they did add it, because that would add another layer, or at least another reason to get this game, because games like this are definitely better with friends, but the isolation, though, definitely fits this game's kind of style. That sense of isolation and being alone is what really adds the tense kind of environment to it, and I think that might be taken away a bit with any type of co-op function, but I would still like to see it as an option, because I think that would be freaking awesome. As far as the visuals and sound are concerned about this game, the sound is kind of iffy. There's things in this game that are unbelievably loud, and then there are things that are kind of, regular level, and then there are some things that are too low. The sound is all over the place in this game. I will say that a lot of the ambient noises and things that are going on are really nice, with the exception of the macaws and the parrot sounding like fucking demon hellspawn, which is ridiculous. I don't know why they sound so demonic, but it is kind of off-putting. And it's very loud and obnoxious. The villagers or the skull people that are around that are singing their little hymns and whatever, that's super annoying and sometimes extremely loud, disproportionately so, especially depending on how far they are away from you. The sound really needs some work on this game, but on the overall, a lot of the ambient noises and everything are pretty good for what they are. Visuals are excellent. I haven't seen a dramatic difference between the visual settings, whether you have it on low or high or even ultra. It doesn't seem like there's a huge difference between the visuals, so that's good for people who maybe can't play on the higher levels. But the game just works for what it is. It functions exactly how I feel like it was intended to a certain degree, with the exception of the jaguars. There's one predator in the game, and it's the jaguar right now, and they are broken as shit. They teleport and they disappear, and their AI tracking seems to be off. There's a lot wrong with the jaguars in this game, but other than that, the NPCs that you fight are very interesting. The combat that they present to you is very fluid. They actually strategize, and if there's two, one will circle around you and flank you, and it's intense, man. It's pretty easy to get killed in this game if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. But if you are, and you're really paying attention to your surroundings, you could really live a long and healthy life in this game. So on the overall, this game is shaping up to be something really special. They could massively fuck it up very easily, I feel like, going forward. So I think they should really take this time to really pay attention to feedback and work on getting this game to a level that could rival, Ark and fucking 7 Days to Die and really any other kind of open world survival game that we have out right now. I am looking forward to checking out I'm looking forward to checking out the progression, I guess I should say, of this game and seeing where it goes from here. But I'll keep you guys posted as I get more information. This was just my first kind of general first impressions, if you will. But if you want to see me stream this, I stream it not really on a schedule. It's kind of random and all over the place because I have a set schedule for other games that we're playing right now. But if you hit that notification bell and make sure that you let YouTube know that you want to be notified whenever I upload, you'll be able to catch them whenever they show up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. You should try the game. I think it's a good time and worth the $20. And yeah, see you guys on the next one.